Thanks for staying with us. Now, before the break, we met some students and staff at Kitscoty Elementary School who are taking part in Freedom to Read Week, and they're putting the love of learning back into their school. And what about kids that are having maybe troubles reading? I understand that sometimes can prevent them from wanting to pick up a book if they're stumbling. What advice would you give for parents at home to work with their children to try to overcome that if that's something that they're facing?
From working with it and reading a lot of information, we find that parents should be encouraged not just to open covers on a book, but do things like playing games, doing puzzles, cooking with your children, those sorts of things, because it all requires reading instructions or following directions. And so if they become interested in those sorts of things, they see the importance of reading and sometimes encourage them to do other things. Sometimes movies that have books related to them, they watch the movie and all of a sudden they become intrigued to open that cover and see if the book is the same, or to read that second book that is a follow-up. And graphic novels is always, because there's not so much reading, you have more pictures, and it intrigues the imagination to think up stories along with the words that are actually there. So those are all good ways to get your kids reading, and it's more, like I said, more than just books sometimes.
And definitely sounds like easy ways to work it into your everyday life. I'm wondering now, with our everyday lives, things are becoming more towards the electronic way, e-readers. Is that something that you guys are seeing becoming really popular these days?
In the elementary school, I know of children that have e-readers and some that are quite excited to use them, but not so much in the elementary school. You see that more high school and probably even with teenagers that have not even e-readers, but your iPads and those type of things. People still like to hold the books and flip the pages, and so we're not noticing that e-readers are taking over a lot. I can see it coming in the future, but not so much yet.
And from a personal point of view, I find a big difference because I enjoy paper over a computer. But far as reading is reading. And we're seeing the e-books coming in the school more often now. We have staff members that prefer reading e-books. Reading is reading, and I don't think it matters on what media you're using.
Any reading is good reading. I don't know, you'd probably get medical opinion that say maybe the screen is a little harder on the eyes or whatever, but any reading is good reading, whether it's e-reader or paper. But as a library, we see lots of books around with covers, and we like to see them use them.
When you're angry, you're not angry anymore.
And what do you like best about reading? Why is it important to you to sit down with a good book?
It's important because it makes me learn new stuff.
I like best about reading because it helps you learn.
So we were here last year, we came and talked about Freedom to Read Week, and we absolutely had a blast reading to the kids. This year, same thing. What about next year? What are you guys gearing up for next year?
Gearing up for next year, we found that February is sometimes a little difficult with the school schedules, administrative retreats, conference next week. So we are looking at maybe backing up a little bit more to Literacy Month, which is January, with Family Literacy Day being a sort of a wind-up at the end of the month. But we do so value the volunteers that come into our school to read to the kids and encourage them about the importance of reading. So that's something to look forward to here in the elementary and the public library. Is a full-blown month of literacy next year in January.
I love reading!
I'd like to thank everybody down at Kitscoty Elementary School for inviting me down to share their love of reading with them. And coming up after the break, I'm at another school in Vermilion for Pink Shirt Day, also known as Anti-Bullying Day.